Professor Dartsch is one of Germany's leading cell researchers. After lecturing at the University of Tübingen, he then built up his own independent institute for cell biology testing systems. For the first time, he dedicated himself to cell research in the area of electromagnetic fields and applied his exposure system to this particular type of radiation. Under test conditions, it turned out that using cultured cells which we grew here, the cells, after 24 hours of exposure, that means that cordless telephones or mobile phones have impacted on the cells for 24 hours, or to put it more precisely, the radiation emitted by these devices has impacted on the cells, it became apparent that these cells suffer a clear loss of vitality, meaning that during that time, part of these cells has died. Cell death through electromagnetic radiation. The time-lapse recordings speak very clearly. The indications are increasing that this cell stress makes us ill. I was very shocked, in particular because one does hear a lot of controversy in this debate. Shocked because, with a relatively simple experiment, one can still establish quite quickly that here might be a type of radiation which can damage cells. Is there an effective form of protection against this invisible radiation? In further trials, Professor Dartsch used the memonizer and arrived again at clear results. One activates the device and waits for the number of days it actually requires for the device to build up the appropriate oscillations around the incubator where the cells were placed. Having carried out these tests, it's been established that the cells haven't died off to 50%, but to a much lesser extent, which can be traced back to this device, which means that here we have a protective mechanism against precisely this form of radiation. Cell protection by MEMON technology has been impressively documented. Science has provided here visible proof of an effect which many people already using MEMON could feel. The memonizer can do quite a lot. To begin with, according to my trials, the memonizer is a system which doesn't actually actively influence cellular activity itself. It doesn't influence the cells or the metabolism of the cells or other characteristics of the cells, according to the tests I carried out. Basically, that is already very good, because I get no potentially undesirable external influence here. In addition, used correctly, the memonizer is able to neutralize, as much as is possible, the electromagnetic fields emitted by a cordless telephone, or the base station of a cordless telephone. For this reason, MEMON received the quality seal for cell biological effectiveness, a great incentive for MEMON to research further and offer products which help us to protect our vitality and well-being effectively.